So, have you had the conversation with your friend or family member about cryptocurrencies? What was that like? Were they on board? Did they even know what Bitcoin was? Welcome back, everybody. My name is Pratesh, here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you guys another video. Here today, we're going to be talking about Dash. Now, Dash has been one of the cryptocurrency projects that has been truly focused on adoption. So with the question that I stated earlier, is it something that people just hear the word Bitcoin and they're like, oh yeah, cryptocurrency? Or is it something that's actually solving a real world problem? Well, here in this video, I've got a few interesting points that I wanted to bring to you and a little bit of news related to Dash and how that could potentially affect the future adoption and the growth and inevitably the price. So that's what I have for you here today. If you all do find value from this video, please be sure to drop a like. It definitely lets me know that you found value and it does help support the channel. If you do find that you are enjoying this type of cryptocurrency content, I drop crypto news, investing tips, strategies, all of that here on this channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay tuned for future videos just like this. Hit that notification bell also so you can stay tuned and you know exactly when I do post a new video. So to get started, let's go ahead and first take a look the 3 reasons that Bitcoin is turning into a global safe haven for investors. So this is just an interesting article that I found online and I think it plays into the topic of this video. So to go into the broader macro factor that we have here with cryptocurrencies, what we can see with these fiat currencies and central banks around the world, they're printing dollars, yen, yuan, what have you, and they're devaluing their currencies on purpose. So what does this mean for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and how will that affect them in terms of price? So what we can see here, we saw recently that the Federal Reserve has cut interest rates for the first time since 2008, the 2008 financial crisis. Now, what does this mean? Well, every fiat currency is essentially devaluing itself on purpose. That is pretty much how a fiat currency works. By design, inflation is the term used to define the fact that you print more of it and dilute its purchasing power. So if you've noticed, the value of $1 yesterday did not buy the same that it would today or tomorrow. And that's, it's theoretically speaking, right? But essentially the concept is the dollar's purchasing power, what you could buy with $10, $20, is going to decrease over time because there are more dollars being printed into existence. And this is exactly what we see here. That's the narrative playing out throughout the world with all these central banks and all these fiat currencies. Now, Bitcoin, we know, has a finite supply. There's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever in existence. Majority, I would say not majority, but many of them have been lost or stolen and will never be recovered again. So that is also something that plays into the scarcity factor of Bitcoin. And we can see also that Bitcoin is increasingly a non-correlated asset. So what we've seen since recently, the stock market has been having a nasty few days, whereas Bitcoin is continuing its upward cycle. Price increase in Bitcoin is not correlated at all to what the United States stock market does, what the Japanese stock market does, anything like that. So it's amazing to see that you have an asset that is completely separate from the legacy financial system. And lastly, the third point is that Bitcoin can provide asymmetric returns. Now, with any investment, there is risk. Without risk, there is no reward. And with Bitcoin, the risk is asymmetric, right? So what that means is the amount of risk that you're taking is outweighed by the potential reward. So the money that you invest, you're hoping to increase it in the future. The risk to reward is definitely there in favor of Bitcoin. And that makes it very attractive in terms of investment, especially for people who want to be exposed to something that they can increase their money faster over a shorter period of time, as opposed to 8%, right, on average in the stock market through a mutual fund. You can potentially double your money here with Bitcoin within the next year or two, whatever it is. Now, this is not financial advice, guys. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. Please do your own research. I'm just bringing you what we see here. This is the news, and I'm just trying to report it to you. Now, that's cryptocurrencies as a whole. So let's go ahead and turn our attention here to Dash. Now, what we can see with Dash is that they have actually been very focused on the adoption of their cryptocurrency. And this is very evident with what we can see in Venezuela. Now, with Venezuela, they have been suffering some significant bouts of hyperinflation. So just to show you here, this is a picture of what it takes in terms of the Venezuelan bolivar, their currency, to purchase a roll of toilet paper. So you would need this much cash to purchase a toilet paper. How about some tomatoes? If you wanted to throw together a nice salad or prepare a nice meal for your family, just for tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, you would be looking at this much in terms of their currency. Or a chicken, right? Just basic human needs as far as food, medical supplies, all of that is increasingly more unattainable, right? And it's because of the devaluation of their currency. It's been hyperinflated. Now with Dash, what they intend to do is be a form of digital cash. And with this article here, we can see that BitNovo adds 2,000 plus stores in Portugal to buy Dash, facilitating cryptocurrency remittances. Now, why is this significant if Dash is playing an adoption role in Venezuela? Well, with a lot of these Latin American countries, there are many people who live in Spain, Portugal, who actually send money to their relatives and family members in South America. So this is very important because Dash is a cryptocurrency. It cuts out the middleman from them having to send money through their bank. And it also cuts out the fact that they do not have to provide the currency in their local currency. So if I were to send somebody bolivars, they would not be able to purchase as many goods and services as they would have if they had received Dash. So it's very important to look at it from that perspective. And I've got a highlighted point here. This article, essentially, just to put it into a brief kind of paraphrase for you. So it's just talking about how the remittances in Central America and in Latin America are able to be facilitated by using Dash and cutting out the middleman. There's a lot of market cap as far as remittances go. So by using Dash, a lot of these third-party companies are not able to take their piece of the pie. So this means that individuals who are sending money to their loved ones, to their family members, are able to keep more of that money. So it's a very big thing as far as remittances go. So the highlighted point I have here for you is Dash recently surpassed 1,100 transactions in a month on the Dash Latin American payment platform and over 10,000 wallets in Venezuela. The 2,000 plus merchants in Venezuela and Colombia combined enable more individuals to directly spend remittances at stores for everyday goods and services, and thus optimizing their savings over using older remittance methods. So it's amazing to see that Dash is very much becoming accepted in Latin American countries, in Venezuela and Colombia. And that is huge for what we can see is happening right now, considering the fact that their currency is suffering from incredible hyperinflation. So Dash has definitely offered a significant solution to what these people are facing, and it's definitely working. We can see that their community, their awareness, the adoption is growing at an incredible rate. So that is what I have for you here in this video. I hope you guys did find some value. This video is just an overview essentially about what Dash is trying to accomplish. They are looking to be digital cash. So it's a complement to Bitcoin. I think it definitely will have its place in the future. So very excited to see that. Again, guys, if you did find value, please be sure to drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.